I have this huge platform on The View, and I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless.
I'll create an opinion or some kind of a point of view based on my own life, my own experience as a parent.
And our family never talked about it.
Sunny Hostin's strongest convictions faced an unexpected challenge in one of the most public ways imaginable: live on television. Known for her fierce advocacy and moral clarity, Sunny found herself at the center of a firestorm involving her own family's hidden history, a heated on-air clash with Joy Behar, and even a $100 million lawsuit from Melania Trump. This is the story of how a shocking genealogy revelation spiraled into one of the most explosive moments in The View's history, raising the question, does accountability only apply to others, or does it start at home? Sunny Hostin has earned her reputation as a fearless voice on race, justice, and history. Whether denouncing Confederate monuments or highlighting systemic racism, she rarely holds back. But everything changed during an episode of PBS's Finding Your Roots. Sunny discovered that her third great-grandfather was a slaveholder, a revelation that left her visibly stunned. What came next shocked viewers even more. Instead of addressing the issue with her usual critical lens, Sunny dismissed it as a fact of life for the time. Her response sparked intense reactions. Some sympathized, acknowledging the difficulty of confronting such revelations. Others, including loyal fans, called out what they saw as hypocrisy. How could someone so outspoken about holding others accountable seem so quick to excuse her own family's past? This moment ignited debates about double standards and personal responsibility, leaving many to wonder if Sunny's reaction aligned with the values she champions, or if it contradicted them entirely.
My own experience as a person in the industry, and then we go from there.
View. And I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless. What some people don't know about me is they know I'm a prosecutor, but I'm from the South Bronx projects. Like, I'm really just a everyday person. And I remember when I was 7, my uncle was in front of me. I have this huge platform on The View, and I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless.
The backlash was immediate. Critics, led by Fox News' Greg Gutfeld, accused Sunny Hostin of hypocrisy. Gutfeld pointed out that Sunny often chastises public figures for ignoring history, yet she appeared to sidestep her own ancestral connection to slavery. Social media erupted, with hashtags, memes, and think pieces dominating timelines. While some defended Sunny, arguing everyone deserves grace when grappling with painful truths, others weren't as forgiving. To them, her response was a glaring contradiction. Just as the controversy reached its boiling point, a new scandal emerged, this one with legal implications that no one saw coming. Days after Sunny's genealogy revelation, another bombshell headline broke. Melania Trump had filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit over allegedly damaging statements about her reputation. The specifics were murky, but somehow media narratives began linking the lawsuit to the brewing drama on The View. Never one to miss a moment, Gutfeld tied the two stories together on his show, calling Sunny's reaction and Melania's lawsuit contrasting approaches to accountability. The implication was clear. While Melania was taking legal action to protect her name, Sunny was deflecting from her family's dark history. Behind the scenes, tensions at The View were on the rise. Producers worried that the dual controversies could alienate advertisers or overshadow the show's other segments. But what came next would leave audiences stunned. A live confrontation on air, one so explosive it would cement itself as one of the most unforgettable moments in daytime television history.
I definitely am a journaler, so I did that piece, and I also just sort of sat down and dictated a lot of my memories, and I just started from the beginning. I started from my childhood in the South Bronx project.
The tension reached its peak during what began as a routine segment on public figures facing legal battles. Sunny, visibly frustrated, made a cryptic remark about certain co-hosts pushing narratives that fueled lawsuits. As she turned to Joy Behar while speaking, Joy's eyebrows shot up, and the audience buzzed. Everyone sensed a line had been crossed. Politely but firmly, Joy asked Sunny to clarify. What followed was a tense exchange no one could look away from. Sunny doubled down, suggesting that Joy's jokes and commentary had fanned the flames, indirectly leading to Melania Trump's lawsuit. But Joy wasn't having it. Calmly yet sharply, she reminded Sunny of how often she used The View's platform to call out others for accountability. Then came the knockout blow. How can you criticize others so relentlessly yet dismiss your own family's history when it's brought to light? The studio fell silent. Sunny, visibly shaken, struggled to maintain her usual composure. It was a moment of raw, unfiltered television that instantly went viral, igniting another wave of fierce online debate about hypocrisy, accountability, and the power dynamics within the few.
Well, for me, the two moments are connected in a couple of ways, but I decided to become a prosecutor because I saw my uncle in front of me. And I saw that he didn't seem to matter to the police.
Parents, I'm not saying that just because they're here, but I think in many respects they were teenagers and, they ended up with this kid who was very inquisitive. My mother was studying to be a teacher, so she did a lot of her lesson plans on me.
Wow.
And so by the time I was 4, I was reading the New York Times.
Uh-huh.
And so that sounds crazy, but that's how we lived.
The aftermath was chaotic. Social media erupted with reactions, some applauding Joy Behar for standing her ground and calling out Sunny Hostin's perceived hypocrisy, while others accused her of blindsiding a colleague already navigating a personal revelation. Behind the scenes at The View, tensions reportedly hit a breaking point. Producers scrambled to hold emergency meetings, trying to manage the fallout while keeping the controversy from overshadowing the show entirely. Meanwhile, Greg Gutfeld seized the moment, gleefully replaying the exchange on his show, framing it as proof that Sunny's moral high ground wasn't as steady as she portrayed. The controversy sparked bigger questions. Is it fair to expect public figures to hold themselves to the same scrutiny they demand of others? Can someone champion moral causes without being flawless? And how do we balance empathy for personal struggles with the need for accountability? Sunny later admitted that learning about her ancestor was deeply challenging to process, but stopped short of fully addressing the criticism, leaving some fans unsatisfied. Joy, however, stood firm in her remarks. In interviews, she declared, "You can't ask everyone else to look in the mirror if you're not willing to do the same."
That's unbelievable. But this is inspired by the summer that you spend at the beach with your family. So what is it like to share that time with your children?
It's amazing. I mean, there are only 3 places in the country where Black folks were allowed to summer on the beach.
The Sunny versus Joy showdown wasn't just another talk show argument. Rather, it was a moment that illustrated the difficulties of personal accountability in live television and the demands of being a public figure in the internet age. It left viewers wondering, can someone who demands accountability when the roles are reversed? It's your turn to comment. Was Joy correct to criticize Sunny, or did she go too far? What does this instance illustrate about the delicate balance between activism and personal vulnerability? Please share your opinions in the comments section below.